What's going on? Move the mouse here, back in City Skylines, the town of Winterfell, with our Let's Play Season 5, episode number 13, 14, 15? Question mark? I'm pretty sure. So, let me tell you kind of what I was thinking. So we have this massive residential demand right now, and I'm considering not meeting it. So we hit 40,000. That was the last milestone we hit, and then we dropped some population, moving some stuff around. We have two milestones at 60 and 70,000. And what does that get us? It gets us the areas and the airport. It gets us another area, monuments, and the international airport. I would love to have monuments, but I think I'm prepared to give up on that in this town. The downside is the areas. So can we make a fun, small, functional town in this space? I think we can. And I think it's getting to the point where if I try and cram in, at this point, 30,000 more people just to get to monuments in those last two areas, it's, you know, you're like doubling the size of the town. And I think it's going to get really far away from what I initially planned. So let me clean up a couple of these buildings. I want to throw it on day-night so that we actually can see the city again at night. We haven't seen it, I think, in a while at night. I forget if I've even... I know I've seen it. I forget if I showed it off on the channel. I don't remember. But let me do this. Let me clean these up. Let's go into options and throw it on day-night cycle, and we'll see what the sunset looks like around here. And I'll show you what I did offline. I always do some offline building. I apologize. I'll show you what I did to kind of improve the industrial area. So this was backing up onto the highway, and then trucks were backing up over here. In fact, this is still a little slow. I got to work on this. And this here backs up quite a bit. But let's look at White's Park in isolation for right now, and look what I did here. So I, again, scaled it down because I think I want to go for that smaller town feel. So I cut back what was here. I did have the shipping harbor. What is it called? Cargo harbor was over here. So I moved that back, and let me kind of show you the journey into the zone. So as you get off the highway, you have traffic coming in here, 2-lane highway, keep things moving nice and fast. And then this is all 2-lane highway with single lane exit ramps. So hopefully people can exit close to the street that they want to get to. Now all the traffic in the zone is one-way streets that carry down this way, and then the cross streets carry towards the exit. Same thing here. We've got a little kind of a half block, if you will. And same thing, one ways that carry down to the exit. Now, up here, I've got hospital, fire, police, and recycling. Now, it's a little weird how they track through the zone, but they can come up this way and turn around at the end of the street, which cars do seem to love to do in this game. I don't know why. But let's talk about exiting the zone now. So I've come through the zone, and I'm either exiting here or here. And I've got two choices that I can make. So if I want to go to this cargo harbor, I can exit down here. And just to keep things safe and secure over here, we've got fire and police. And they can service this station, and then there's a little loop around for them. And then if we leave this zone, that takes us out over here towards the highway. And if we're staying in the zone, or not exiting, I should say, towards the cargo harbor, then we're coming up this avenue and can come onto this train track and this cargo depot. Now I'm thinking, since this functions as both, and it might keep the traffic flowing a little better, I might turn this facility off and see how this handles things. So what is this? Is this 2-lane highway, or is this... Yeah, it's 2-lane highway all the way up here. So we could try that. We could try turning that off. That might not be a bad idea, because this is getting a little clogged over here, and I think it'll run a little bit better. And we could have another bypass road where people that aren't hitting the train could still come up this way. Let's take a look at our town at night while that's happening. again, I wanted it to kind of have a small town feel when I started this, and it's anything but. If we go to 70,000, it's getting pretty big. Now you can see the only place that we've really got some hardcore grid work is the industry area itself. I guess this little farm area we had up here initially that became residence was also a bit of a grid. But yeah, let's fly around. Let's get some ideas and inspiration taking a look at Winterfell at night. All right, and we're back. So that was a look at Winterfell at night. And I really like the look of the town. I think it's got a cool visual appeal, even on console, without any mods to improve the visual appearance. I think Snowfall, and especially at night, has a really cool aesthetic appeal. But there are things that I wish we could change on console, and I've mentioned it before. One of the things that really bothers me, especially at night, is the difference in color between the 4-lane roads and every other road. So even though 2-lane roads, 6-lane roads, and highways have slightly different lights, the yellow hue of the 4-lane roads really kind of is an odd juxtaposition. And I would love to be able to change that. Network Skins mod on PC, you can change the lights and other things that are attached to the road. So if you're doing road with trees, you can do different trees, all kinds of things you can change with Network Skins. And actually, man, I hope I'm not remembering this wrong. It's Bowformer that makes it, I think. I'm going to double check that and I'll correct it on screen if I am incorrect. But he just released, and I say he, I assume he, I apologize too for assuming there, but Network Skins 2 just came out. So if you're on PC and like Network Skins, check out the Network Skins 2 beta. You cannot run it with existing Network Skins, and also doesn't import existing skins data, so I think you may have to recreate your streets and lights and things like that. We've got some things that we need to work on. One thing that we haven't done in too long, though, I think we'll stop by the curling park, is, where is he? There he is. Bullwinkle Stark. We haven't seen him in a while, so man, he is He is a big boy. So yeah, we'll walk around a little bit. So we get the train station over here. I think there's some things just from watching those cinematics back that I definitely would consider changing. I don't know that the farmland works up here the way that I was hoping it would. Where is it? Up here, Bolton Farms. I don't know how I feel about this kind of slapped in the middle of the map. I think we could gut some of this, turn it into commercial, fill in some residents over here. This might be kind of a good next project. In fact, where are we at runtime wise? We could probably get started on that in this episode. So why don't we do that? Let's pause. We have 4.4 million in the bank. We're in pretty good shape. We have a ton of residential demand. Let's do a quick scan of info views though to see where we're at. So we need some electricity, which is easy enough because I put in way too many of these at one point. So let's turn that on. Let's hit play. See where that gets us. We'll go 3 times speed. Just barely into the green. Let's throw another plant on. See where that gets us. A little bit more comfortably into the green, so that's good. Water, let's sort that out right now. We've got a full facility. I didn't see if it was a cemetery. Water pumps. Let's do that. Get this hooked up. See where that puts us for water. In the green. Pretty good. And we'll get another eco treatment plant over here. And I think the way that I did those pipes, I could either break this to connect this straight across. I don't think it'll let me. Yeah, it won't. Let's just bust this. We could have also connected at an angle from here, but that works too. Heating availability, we are good. So water, electricity, fire safety. You know how my maps love to burst into flames, so let's get right on top of that and do a quick fire safety check. And at least get all the trees in the green. Or the aquamarine. I don't even know what color that is. These trees are kind of our chartreuse. If we want to get nitpicky. Do we want these trees to burst into flames? We get the money, right? And these are off map. So, I mean, I guess we could protect the trees over here. We'll do that. That's good enough. And then let's look at the actual fire safety. So we'll empty that. See if we have any other pressing issues on our map. Some worker problems, some industrial problems. This zone not doing so hot. Let's move some of these farms out. Try and force some of the workers over there. I'm going to undo this whole strip in the front. And we will slowly start moving things out and make this more of a residential and commercial pocket. Maybe get some of our uniques up here. But we want to try and get this functioning better. And right now, a lot of the traffic that's slowing it down is all this truck traffic leaving this zone. So let's just do it. We're going to cause some unemployment problems. But what we can do is some organic and local produce up here. And that will pretty much minimize a lot of the truck traffic that we need to worry about. We've got standard commercial up here. We could split this zone. Let's pause. We got water problems. Let's see what we did. Electricity problems. We moved a bunch of stuff out that was apparently conducting electricity. I'm not sure what happened with the water problem unless it's because something isn't powered right. Probably what it is. The water pumps are not powered because we're not spreading the power correctly. So that should spread. This should all spread through up here. Let's hit play and see if that solves our electricity problems. It does. Which will solve our water problems. Okay. All right, well, so with that out of the way, move out all of our industry up here? I think that we did. Let's see where this district is and consider organic and local produce up here. Just in case we expand up towards the top of the map, I'm going to draw this in right now. Is this the large tool? Let's do that. That way we won't have any mistakes like I did over there with the industry. Alright, so this is primo farmland, but we're going to get away from that. And this is going to move out all the commercial businesses that we have up here. But we have a lot of demand, so they should move right back in as organic and local produce. We'll make this entire street. I'm going to get rid of this train station too. That was a cargo station that we don't need up here now. And I'm going to go up with the selection tool. And let's move those out. So this half of the block we're okay with being commercial. And then we'll actually leave a buffer on this block. I'm going to fill this in with trees, and then we'll do residential all in behind it. Those are going to be very small houses. Let's get rid of that. Let's not do that. Let's break out our selection tool again, and we'll do right here. And I do want to fill in a bit of this. We should look to move these probably over by the industrial area. I think that makes a lot more sense. And then we can have this exit with the rotary supporting residential and lighter commercial up here. And then this one down here, probably get rid of this one. Or rework this a bit and bring this down over towards the center of the town and have it maybe split over here. I think that might make more sense. So that'll be next episode's project. Let's get this sorted out right here. So we're gonna move all this stuff out. This is gonna take me a minute. Because if I don't want to destroy them to just recreate them, which is faster, but it's gonna be a lot more expensive than moving all this stuff. So I'm going to do a quick framework over here. In fact, we might be able to just move them in on this end street. Let's look at that as an option. I'm going to do, let me move one. These are the power plants first. And let's see kind of how this all lines up. So that could work. We'll do a line of power plants here. We'll do the boiler plants in behind them. So let me move those and we will be right back. Because you don't need to watch this. It's going to be boring. Alright, so I've moved all the geothermal power plants over here. And then I've extended this one-way network down another block just behind those. I'm going to drop the boiler stations in here. Are they the geothermal boiler? Let's see. What did I converted to the less polluting one, I believe. Yeah, geothermal heating plant. They don't produce as much as the boiler plants, but they also don't pollute. So let me do that, and I will be right back, and then we'll wrap up today's episode. All right, and then just for a little extra precaution, we're going to throw a small fire department and police station right here. And I think if we hit play, we're going to have to reconnect some power. For sure. Not down here. Down here will be okay. But let's take a quick look at electric availability. Water availability is down because the power's out. Fire safety, we're pretty good. A little dry over there. And crime, same thing. So that should have us pretty well covered. Now, let's go quickly fix our power line problem over here. And in the next episode... see, before I do my outro, let me see what I didn't what's not connected here. So power plants are here, spreading power to there just fine, and to here. But we need to get power up there. to play, which should spread it all the way down here. Water's not powered, so we're not spreading the power across the highway correctly just yet. We'll do that. And that should fix everybody else, which will in turn get the heating going. We've got a couple extra power plants here. It's nighttime again. So, yeah, kind of an odd, unorthodox episode today, but hopefully you enjoyed. And we've got some ideas on where to go next. Tons of demand was met, but we also lost a lot by kind of moving out a lot of jobs through here. So as the residential starts to climb back up, we'll populate this little pocket right here. And I think I want to start to try and feather things off. And if you remember, kind of what I did over here is, you know, move some people out of the edge of the map. And we're going to kind of make this what it is. So rather than try and expand it and buy those last couple tiles, I think I want to trim things back and make it feel like a small town again. So we'll keep working on that on Monday's episode. So check back for new Let's Plays Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The Thursday streams are random stuff. So next week's going to be actually VR focused if I can get everything set up correctly. And then the Sunday streams are City Skylines on PC. I'm going to be doing and rebooting the how-to series very soon. That is kind of my plan for when I put Winterfell on hiatus in a week or so. But there's still a couple episodes left for kind of this part one. And then we'll get back to how-tos. We'll start revisiting some of the other cities. And lots of different stuff planned for the channel. So check back for cities. Again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday for the Let's Plays, the live stream. And if you want to check out something a little bit different, Thursday nights has been the night that we're kind of playing some random games. So hopefully you've been able to tune in and enjoy. And if cities is just your thing, then there's plenty of that for you. But if you want to check out some other stuff, that's what the Thursday streams are for. So in the meantime, if you did enjoy the video, likes, comments, shares, all help the channel a lot and are greatly appreciated. Join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and until the next one, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.